Dear viewers, today let's focus on the following subject: a radiography of capitalism. The CEO compensation dilemma. Introduction. Capitalism, as an economic system, has dominated the Western world since the decline of feudalism. It revolves around privately owned means of production and relies on market dynamics to guide production and distribute income. However, recent developments have raised concerns about the fairness and sustainability of this system. One such issue is the staggering difference in compensation between CEOs and average workers. The CEO compensation gap. In 2022, it was estimated that CEOs received more than 344 times the annual average salary of production and non-supervisory workers in key industries. This disparity has sparked widespread discontent and calls for a re-evaluation of the psychopathic capitalist economic and societal model. Let's explore the underlying factors contributing to this disturbing trend. Structural change and joblessness. The rapid pace of structural change, including technological advancements and globalization, has led to job displacement and regional decline. Many workers find themselves unemployed or underemployed, while CEOs continue to reap substantial rewards. Extraordinary growth in executive remuneration. Over the past few decades, executive compensation has skyrocketed. CEOs receive substantial bonuses, stock options, and other perks, often disconnected from actual company performance. This trend exacerbates income inequality. Financial sector remuneration. The financial industry, in particular, has seen massive payouts to executives. Even during the global financial crisis, when many institutions required government bailouts, top financial executives continued to receive hefty bonuses. Changes in public policy and discourse. Public services and investment have faced cutbacks, except for corporate bailouts. The focus on efficiency often aligns with corporate interests rather than broader welfare. This shift in policy contributes to the sense of unfairness. Capitalism beyond market economy. To truly understand these developments, we must go beyond the simplistic view of capitalism as merely a market economy. French and German perspectives on capitalism and capitalismus, emphasize the symbiosis of wealth and power. Capitalism involves not only market dynamics, but also the pursuit of economic and political influence, often at the expense of competition. Let's explore some counter-arguments and alternative perspectives regarding CEO compensation within the context of capitalism. Market forces and talent acquisition. Advocates for high CEO pay argue that it reflects market dynamics. CEOs are often recruited from a competitive pool of top executives, and their compensation is determined by supply and demand. Counter-argument. Critics contend that this argument overlooks the role of social norms and power dynamics. Market forces alone do not justify extreme pay disparities. Performance-based pay. Many companies tie executive compensation to performance metrics, such as stock price or profitability. Proponents argue that this incentivizes CEOs to drive company success. Counter-argument. Critics point out that these metrics can be manipulated or short-term focused. CEOs may prioritize immediate gains over long-term sustainability. Risk and responsibility. CEOs bear significant responsibility for strategic decisions, company performance, and stakeholder interests. Their pay compensates for the risks they take. Counter-argument. Skeptics argue that the risk-reward equation is skewed. CEOs often receive substantial severance packages even after poor performance or ethical lapses. Global competition and retention. In a globalized economy, companies compete for top talent. High CEO pay is seen as necessary to retain skilled leaders. Counter-argument. Critics question whether exorbitant pay is truly essential for talent retention. Other factors, such as company culture and purpose, also play a role. Shareholder value maximization. Capitalism prioritizes shareholder value. CEOs are rewarded for maximizing profits and stockholder returns. Counter-argument. Some argue that this narrow focus neglects broader societal impacts, including employee well-being and environmental sustainability. In acknowledging these perspectives, we recognize the complexity of the issue. Striking a balance between rewarding leadership and ensuring equitable distribution remains a challenge within capitalist systems. Now, let's explore some mild and small strategies that companies have employed to address the salary chasm between CEOs and employees, along with real-life examples. Cap executive salaries. While eliminating the pay gap may not be feasible for all companies, instituting a salary cap can prevent the gap from widening further. One example: Whole Foods has capped salaries for their top executives for over 20 years. Transparency. Companies can be transparent about executive compensation, helping employees understand the rationale behind pay decisions. One example. Some tech companies publicly disclose their CEO to worker pay ratios, fostering transparency and accountability. Invest in learning and development. Prioritizing employee growth and development can lead to a more engaged workforce and potentially reduce the compensation gap. Example. Companies like Google invest significantly in employee training and skill development. Remember, these strategies are small but essential steps toward narrowing the gap and creating a fairer compensation landscape. In conclusion, the disturbing systemic problem lies in the concentration of wealth and power within the dog-eat-dog capitalist framework. As we reflect on the role of CEOs and their compensation, we must consider reforms that promote fairness, transparency, and a more equitable distribution of resources. Only then can we address the underlying issues and strive for a healthier economic system. We have to observe the trends of the economy and how they impact our daily lives to fully grasp the effectiveness of capitalism and its impact on society. Based on this radiography, we can decide if capitalism is fractured or not, if it is a metastatic cancer or not, can be cured or not. We'll see, won't we? Please tell me what you think and how you feel about this issue. Analyze it, brainstorm it, debate it, and if you like it, please share it. Thank you for watching. I truly and highly appreciate you, and God bless you.